Was there ever a time when heaven was empty and God was not there? And especially for those who believe in the Trinity, was there a time when the Trinity was not in heaven? You know, Trinitarians teach very clearly that in Genesis 1:26, where it says, "Let us make man in our image," Trinitarians teach that this is talking about the Trinity. This is talking about the three persons. And you can't get him out of this. But Trinitarians do not realize that that phrase, "let us," was said several times, not just once. And if you go to Genesis 11:7, there it says, God speaking, "Let us go down and confound their languages." And this happened at the time of the Tower of Babel, when men were dreaming up ways of contradicting God and defying God by building a tower that would reach into heaven. Well, God said, "Let us go down and confound." So did the Trinity come down to confound the languages? Was heaven left empty because all the Trinity came down? The answer is of course not. That is ridiculous. The interpretation of Genesis 1:26 and now Genesis 11:7 has a reasonable explanation. And it is not that three persons existed. No. In Genesis 11:7, where it says, "Let us go down," God came down to confound the languages. And then we find in Genesis 18:21, where God says, talking about Sodom and Gomorrah, he says, "I will go down now and see." Did God come down as a Trinity? Did he come down to Sodom and Gomorrah as a Trinity? No. Genesis 18 clearly teaches that God came with two angels. And that is the language in all those verses where it says, "Let us." God is referring to his angels. That's the best explanation that the Bible, you can derive from the Bible. And so Trinitarians are totally wrong when they teach that the Trinity is mentioned in Genesis 1:26. If they do that, then they have to say that the Trinity was also in Genesis 11:7, and that the Trinity came down to earth and left all of heaven empty, which is of course ridiculous.